In this lesson, we will learn about HTML tables and how do we populate them. So in the previous exercise, we had printed these squares of the number and its squares. Suppose instead of the presentation being like this, we just want it to be presented like a table. So how do we create it? So let's now create this table. So I'll just change this code and we will say how do we create a table. So the first thing we will do here is we will say document.write and we will create the table tag. So this is our table tag. Now within the table tag we have rows which are known as tr. So for each value of I we will need a row, so we will write our tr tag, and now within that for each cell we use td. So that is what we will write here. So we will say document.write and we need how many cells for in each row or columns in each row? We need 2 for I and the square of I. So we will first create our td tag. What is the value we want to write there? We want to write I and then we will close our td tag. So that is the first td tag that we have created. We also needed to create our square. So let's just define sq is equal to I into I, which is the square of I. Once we have created it, let's just write that also. So we will say document.write and again within a td tag, what will we say within that td tag? Comma sq and slash td. So sq is also there. And now we need to close our row. So we will just say document.write slash tr. So now we have constructed rows. So for each value of I that this loop will run, we will get one such row. And at the end of it, we just need to close our table tag, which is what I'm going to do. So document.write slash table. So we have now constructed this as a table. Let's go ahead and run it. Let me save it. And let's go ahead and run it. And what do we get here? There is some mistake I have done because it's showing tr. Let's see. I did not put the starting tr tag. Let's run it again. And now we can see it's coming in a more tabular format. If you look at the body, let's just look at the body here. We get a table, we get a, and what do we get? tr, which is a row, and within that td11, which is exactly what we did, td and 24. This is what we have done. We could have also at the top written the headings. So let me just copy this here. I want this here. So in this heading, we would have said number. And what are we printing? We are printing square. And these are values. So I'll just put it within quotes. These are not variables. So what it will give us? So it will give us this kind of a heading. Let me save it and run it. So we get number square. And the number is 1, square is 1, number is 2, square is 4, and so on. And if I change the value of I, so instead of 7, now I want to run it till set less than 10. So 1 to 9 it will run it and I can get the number and the square. So this is how tables are created. So this table I could have written as it is in HTML and we could have written it through a script. So I'm adding it through a script here.